Welcome to another exciting edition of Commuting with Kevin. We'll call this the After Dark edition because it is dark outside, because these days we only get 3 hours of daylight. And if I don't do these even when it's dark out, they may not get done, and I don't want to do that anymore. So you're getting After Dark Commuting with Kevin. And what I wanted to talk about is reasonably serious and important to me. And we are wrapping up the month of November, which, if some of you know, is also Movember with an M, also known as No Shave November. Now, I don't necessarily subscribe to No Shave November, because I basically subscribe to No Shave May and June. It's just not something I necessarily do a lot of the times. So I did not participate in Movember. But for those of you that don't know, Movember is the month of November. Men all around the world grow mustaches and don't shave their face, and help to raise money for men's health issues, which would be prostate cancer and those types of things. However, the other thing that it's also about is men's mental health and raising money for helping mental health patients and helping to get the word out about mental health in men. And what I wanted to talk about was the fact that that is a real thing. And there are men out there who, if you're a man and you have a toothache, you go to the dentist or you go to the orthodontist. If you break your toe, you go to a podiatrist. And if you hurt your knee, you go to an orthopedic surgeon or an orthopedic person. There are specialists out there for different parts of the body, rather than just going to your general practitioner who can help you with sicknesses and those types of things. Most parts of the body, an eye doctor would be ophthalmologist, I think. What we don't talk about is the fact that there are doctors for your brain. And for whatever reason, the stigma is that, if I'm feeling sad or angry, or there are certain things going on in my head, I can't really talk about that. That's talking about my feelings and talking about what's going on in my life, and why would I do that? And what's happening is we have a nation full of men that aren't talking about what's going on in their heads, and it's creating problems, and that's not good. And so I wanted to talk about the fact that if you are a gentleman and you have gone through a significant loss of a loved one, or you've lost a job, or you have lost a friend, something is going on in your life, a significant change, you are going to have emotions. It is a fact. You are going to deal with something chemically. And much like a dental visit, if you choose not to deal with that, if you have a toothache and you decide, I'm not going to go to the dentist, I'll be fine, I can't talk about my toothaches, it's going to get worse. It doesn't just magically get better. And so we end up with a nation of men that aren't talking to somebody about what's going on in their head. And a lot of people don't know that some corporations' healthcare benefits include free visits to psychologists or somebody that you can talk to. And you may say to me, Kevin, it's fine. I talk to my wife about my problems, or I've got a good buddy that I talk to. Well, guess what? Those people are biased. And even if you have good friends, really good friends, that will tell you what you don't want to hear, it's still tinged with bias. And the people that you're going to talk to that are professionals are paid to understand what's going on in your brain, and they're going to ask you questions to help you understand things like that. So if you are listening to this and you feel like that might be you, I'm absolutely begging you to go talk to somebody about what's going on in your brain. I promise you won't regret it. Until next time, this is Kevin Hicks. Thanks.